My journey with Christ actually started before I even realized it, when I was deployed back in 2010. I just filed for divorce. My uncle just passed away. My grandfather just passed away. And I remember picking up a Bible, walking into my superior's office and asking them, hey, where do I start with this? So they kind of asked me, so what's going on? And I told them, I just feel like the whole world right now is going against me. Everything is going totally not the way I wanted to. And they told me to read Job. And I read Job, and after it I was like, wow, maybe I don't have it as hard as I thought I did. And I remember the rest of that deployment, I kind of just kept reading the Bible. And then I went home, just had one-on-one time with my two beautiful girls, and I just focused on being a father to them. And I kind of stepped away from it. I really didn't look back at that Bible or anything else like that. And probably last year is when it really started to hit me again and really started to go downhill. I found out my ex-wife had orders to Alaska, and she was going to take the girls with her for 4 years. I remember I just wanted to do something for them before they left, and throw kind of a party that people could come say goodbye to them before they left. And I invited Samantha and Ty, and I remember Samantha saying, hey, how are you doing? It's kind of rough. It's hard to think about being without my girls. And she invited me to Whitewater into her community group. And I was still at that point where I was like, no, I've been to church before with my grandparents, but it was never to listen to the sermon. It was because the donuts were so amazing. So she invited me to the community group, and after the girls left, I went. I sent her a text and said, hey, what time do you guys meet up at? Samantha's all excited. She's like, 6, are you coming? Yeah, I'm coming. And I showed up the first time, and it's got a real welcoming and real family feel to it. I went one more time after that, and then I was like, I think I'm ready to take that next step. I sent Samantha a text. I said, hey, what time's church in the morning? 10:30, are you coming? Yes, I'm coming. I walked into Whitewater, and as soon as I walked in, it was like there was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. So I remember walking into worship, sitting there, and I saw the band up there and listened to them play. And it was one of the songs that Michael was singing. I was listening to the words and the music, and it just really touched me, and I felt a tear start to roll down my eye, and it was almost like he put his hand on my shoulder and was like, hey, I'm here for you, let it out. It felt really good to finally release and finally let go of what I felt. They started talking about baptisms, after that. And I was like, I wonder if that's a good thing for me. I talked to George and John about it. We came to the decision that, maybe it was right for me at that time, It was something that I felt I wanted to do. I still remember the day, I'm standing there getting ready to get in the water, and I remember I got dipped back in the water, and it was like as soon as I came back up, I didn't feel any worries, all the weight was gone. I love Whitewater and the community groups that I've been in so much that I was, living in a university place, traveling back and forth, and I wanted to be closer to it so I could give more to it. And I've moved out here and I've been closer to it and been able to do more with, everyone. I'm just very active with the volunteering because I feel like that's what you do for your family, is you're there to help them when they need it. It's just something I want to do to help out. My way of giving to the church and the community. And there's been times where I've thought about doing stuff, and there'll be a Bible story we read, and the story speaks to me, and I'm like, what? Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do. And so I kind of have to take a step back and reevaluate everything that I was thinking about. And I think since I've come into this path with him now, I totally look at things differently, completely differently.